Hi everybody, No Mind here. I ran 300 total ultimatum maps, so you don't have to. I did 100 white tier maps, 100 yellow tier maps, and 100 red tier maps. For the white maps, I ran tier 5s only. For the yellow maps, I ran tier 10s only. And for the red maps, I did tier 16s only. So without further wait, here are the results. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I have a stash tab dedicated to each tier of testing. So I have a white map, a yellow map, and a red map ultimatum tab. Basically, what I did was I put the map in the map device. I ran to the ultimatum encounter. I did the ultimatum encounter, collected all the loot, exited out of the map, and dumped it all in the stash tab. I'm also going to use a website called PoE Stack to quantify all these results. I tried counting all these by hand and then quickly realized that it was a fool's errand. So I'm glad a resource like PoE Stack exists. I'm not affiliated with them in any way, but go check out their website. I'll have a link to it in the description if you want to count exactly how much you have in your own stash tabs. So again, let's discuss the results. White map ultimatums, I got 2 raw divine drops and just a bunch of random uniques with just random corruptions. Again, Carcass Jack with +2 socketed projectile gems, increased damage, flat fire damage, Brandis Blazon with anger and skill effect duration. Again, nothing too special here, guys. Just basic stuff. I did get a few inscribed ultimatums and really nothing in this either. I got a bunch of random gems which might sell for like 5-10C here and there. But again, nothing too special. Got a bunch of raw chaos drops too. And again, we're gonna use PoE Stack to kind of look at what the total in the stash tab is. So let's go ahead and jump over to that. Alrighty, everybody. So here we are on PoEstack.com. I have my white map ultimatums stash tab selected. So if we scroll all the way down, we can see the value breakdown of everything in our white map ultimatums stash tab. So total, we have 11.8 divine orbs in the stash tab. The breakdown is as follows: currency 4.8 divines, catalyst 4.7 divines, and then unique gems, cards, breach, scarabs, essences, fragments. You get the picture. Alrighty, folks, let's jump right into the yellow map ultimatum results. So first of all, we had 2 raw divine drops, and then we had a very exciting drop here, Line Ice Fall with the Corrupted Blood Corruption. If we price check this right now at the time of making this video, it's about 3.9, 3.8 divines I could probably sell it for. So not too bad. And now for the real exciting part, I had 3 inscribed ultimatums drop, which all reward 4 divine orbs. These are definitely very tough to complete. My current character cannot do them probably because he's very squishy and just poison build. It's not the best to do these in. And also we had the random garbage uniques with niche corruptions on them also. This one had point blank. I don't think these sell for a lot right now. If we just price this one real quick, again, you can see nothing really too special to write home about. Maybe with the fire damage to Botex, someone might be willing to buy that for something, but I don't think so. This was kind of cool. This could technically be like a 8 link if somebody really wanted it. Momentum is kind of whatever, but the faster proj can definitely be kind of cool. So, I'm not really sure how to price this one. If we just check the faster proj corruption, we have one for 3 divines, but again, this is just like, 13 hours ago. So maybe this might be worth something to somebody, who knows. And on PoEstack.com, I have my yellow map ultimatum stash tab selected. If we go down here to the value breakdown, we have 14.8 divines total. For the catalyst, we have 5.5 divines, currency 5.3 divines, cards, div cards 1.3 divines, and the uniques only 1 or 2 chaos, but as we discussed earlier, this bow might be a few divines to somebody, who knows. And if we compare it to our white map ultimatums, if we just click that, you can see here for white map ultimatums, we had 11.8 divines total in our stash tab. For yellow map ultimatums, it's 14.8 divines. So you can see the currency, it's worth a few divines more if you do yellow map ultimatums and white map ultimatums. But now, let's go ahead and look at the red map ultimatums. And finally, we have the red map ultimatum results. I had 1 raw divine drop, which is pretty funny because in my white and yellow map tier ultimatums, I had 2 in my white tier testing and 2 in my yellow tier testing. So only having 1 raw divine drop in my red map ultimatums is kind of hilarious. I also found 2 of these divine beauty div cards, which are about like 93, 94C if we price check this right now. Yep. And also, I'm not going to pretend to pronounce this shield's name, but you all know what this shield is. It's about 7-8 divines on the market right now. I also encountered the ultimatum boss in 100 maps about 4 times, which is about once every 25 maps. I thought that was pretty interesting data also. I also had 2 Sappho shields drop. Honestly, I don't think this is worth a lot. I believe the spell block one is useless, but the phys damage as lightning might be worth something if we price check this real quick without the elemental resist rolls. Yep, it's about 1 divine. So I thought this was pretty cool. We also had some inscribed ultimatum drops. Unfortunately, none of these were actually divine orbs and are all pretty useless. We also had our pile of garbage uniques with random incorruption modifiers. We had Crypt Chance Hemophilia gloves. And again, nothing really too exciting to talk about here. This is all pretty standard stuff. I did have this Ultimatum ring drop, which this is, I believe, a little new. It's about 10 chaos, 20 chaos right now, with a quality of 29% to attack modifiers. And for the PoE stack data, if we go down to our red map ultimatums, you can see here, total in the stash tab is 30.7 divines. For uniques, it says 12.2 divines. Mostly carrying the weight of that unique is this shield right here, as we discussed earlier. Catalyst, 7.7 divines. Currency, 5.4 divines. Cards, 2.5 divines. Scarabs, fragments, and so on and so on. So, pretty interesting results. If we compare the data for all the maps, so let's compare the data for the yellows and then the whites also, you can see the breakdown here. For white map ultimatums, we found a total of 11.8 divines in total. For yellow map ultimatums, it's 14.8 divines. And then for red map ultimatums, it's literally double that almost with 30.7 divines. As you can see here, it's definitely worth running red map ultimatums just because of the fact that you encounter the boss, which can give you huge drops like the shield and so on. This test overall took me 20 hours to complete, and I made about 55 divines in profit across all the red, yellow, and white map ultimatums. Now, is this worth it? You be the judge. It took me about 20 hours to complete this test, running all 300 maps, the 100 red maps, the 100 yellow maps, and the 100 white maps. Again, I mentioned earlier I made about 55 divines. I definitely feel like I could have made more running other league mechanics like Expedition and Harvest and Legion, all the standard league mechanics that we know give a lot of currency when used properly. And that's pretty much it, folks. Thank you so much for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe and like the video. It really helps out small YouTube channels like myself. I'm going to be doing challenges like this all throughout the league. If you have a challenge idea for me, please put it in the comments below. I'm also on Twitch. I'll have a link to my Twitch channel in the description in case you want to watch me do these live. And hopefully you are having a great league start. See you in the next video. No mind out.